Good morning, Alejandra. How are you?
Hi Ernesto, good afternoon, good morning.
Yes, good morning for me. Good afternoon for you. How are
How
you?
are you feeling? How is your mouth?
Much better. I am feeling very good right now. No, it was, uh, I don't know, the mouth always heals very fast, no? So I'm fine. I'm okay. Working all day. You? How are you?
Fine, I'm fine. Today Maxi came back to the school because he's in a summer camp.
Mhm.
So we were doing all the arrangements during the morning also, to go to the school, and he was feeling a little worried again because it's again another group or their school because he's in the middle school when they are doing the camp, so he feel a little scared. Yes.
Well, that's normal.
Yeah, it's normal.
Mhm.
So well, but everything is goes it's going good, and I hope that at the afternoon when I came back, I
Pick
just
him up.
yeah to pick up, he feel happy.
He
I
will.
hope so.
No, he will. He will be, and he will have new friends. No, it will be nice.
See.
Don't worry. Okay, and you have everything ready for your trip to Colombia?
Well, not yet. I have to make the bags, and I will do it during this week. But actually, we are not. I am not trying. Yeah, I'm not planning to put or to have a lot of things bring bring to Colombia, right?
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I hope
You're just
no,
coming for
because
vacation.
sorry.
You're just coming for a 1 month vacation.
Yeah, it's just 1 month, so I am thinking that I will um, take the Max's things because the clothes he grow up so fast, so his clothes are
Small.
I, sorry,
He's getting small, his clothes.
getting small. Yeah, so I will take some of his clothes, and and that's it. The things that I suppose that I will bring with us, and of course some souvenirs for people, and that's it.
Uh,
So it's not a lot of things that I have to arrange. And also yesterday, Margarita told me that now we don't have to present a COVID test result to get into Colombia. So now I don't have this requirement. That is good for Maxi, principally. Main, yeah.
why, he already had one?
I have the vaccine, so
Mm.
I suppose
No,
that they
but
don't
about,
request
but
that.
Maxi, he had his test. He got a
No,
PCR test? No?
no, he doesn't. But Margarita said me that Emmanuel didn't need it.
Okay, so no.
Mhm.
No, you guys don't need anything. But be careful in that trip, please. Okay?
Yes.
Wear
Yeah.
your N95 mask and don't take it away, don't take it off, no, and try not to drink or eat nothing in the airplane, and that's it.
Yes, yes. We will try because it's a little hard with a child. But okay, I will try to do the best to keep our mask all the time. Fortunately, we have this travel since here to the Atlanta airport, and it's around 1 hour.
Mhm.
From Atlanta to Colombia are around 4 or 5 hours. So I suppose that we can eat something in the middle and keep our mask during all the trip inside the airplane.
Yes, yes. It's something in Atlanta.
Yeah, eat something in Atlanta.
Yeah, it would be okay. Okay, did some corrections or changes in your presentation?
Yeah, I make the translation to the English. So I will share with you. Well, I'm just thinking about if it will be a good idea to do it in English or not, because yesterday I was talking with one of my new friends. She's from this group and she told me that they speak Spanish in many times. So I am not at the end of the point, the people that speak English are three, the group head, but he also speaks Spanish. But it's more because there are two colleagues that are from Jamaica, sorry, and they speak in English. So I suppose that this is the reason, because my colleagues suggest me that if I can do it in English, are welcome, but I'm not sure if I can translate all the things that I want to do it. So I will do the presentation with you now in English, and maybe according with my feeling, I will decide if I do, or I will choose the better for the main proposal, or maybe I am colored, colored. I am, no, I don't know. Yeah, estoy siendo cobarde. No, I don't know.
Well, one thing, you can do it in English, you can do it in Spanish, and you can do it in Portuguese. No, you are capable of doing this presentation in any of those three languages. Okay, but it's up to you to decide in which language to do it according to the people that are going to be listening to this presentation. But if in this presentation there are going to be two Jamaicans that they don't speak any Spanish, it won't be fair for you to do the presentation in Spanish and they won't understand anything.
No? Yes.
So get the list of the people that are going to be attending to your presentation, no? And if there is one, two, or three of them that they don't speak any Spanish, I will recommend you to do it in English. Okay?
Okay.
If all the attendants to your presentation, all of them, no, they speak Spanish, they're fluent in Spanish, of course, do it in Spanish, because definitely you can do it in any language, but in Spanish, you're going to be more fluent because you are Colombian and it's your mother language. Okay? No, so you can do it in any language that you want. You are capable of doing it. No, but if there is one person, only one single person that cannot understand the Spanish language, and since it's the United States of America, I think it's fair for you to do the presentation in English. No?
Okay.
Okay, so do the presentation and we'll see how it goes, okay?
Okay,
I'm
perfect.
Ready with my notes.
Okay, and just to ask, will you record the presentation?
Yes, it's
or
yes.
Sorry, yes? Okay, yes. So, okay, perfect. Okay, so good afternoon again, and thank you. No, sorry, good afternoon, and thank you again, Andrea, to make this invitation. My name is Alejandra Catacoli. I am an environmental specialist. I am part of the two group in ESG. Today, I want to share with you an experience that I had as an environmental leader of one operation in Colombia that is called Todos Somos Pacífico. And this is a good example about how we can migrate, as I said, like an evolution, since the currently policies to the new standard, to the new NSPS 1 standard. So this is a brief approximation that I have, and it's are welcome all comments. So, okay. I divide the presentation in these 2 points. The first is about the operation and the executing agency. Just to give you a context about the operation itself, and about the environmental and social management process that we have, or we used to have in there, in front of the ENSPS1. So first, I want to share with you about the operation and the executing agency, and start telling to you that this is an operation of $400 million. Of this, one part came from the IDB, around $231 million, and the other part came from the World Bank. About the IDB operation, this is oriented to water and sanitation, energy, and the administrative part. But about municipalities that are involved into the operation, it's good to say that there are more than 40. And the other program with the World Bank is oriented to also water and sanitation, but include a part related with connectivity, that is the improvement of the fluvial ports in small municipalities. So as you can see, this is a huge program, a huge operation financed by 3 loans, and that try to improve many things: water, sanitation, wastes management, and also energy and connectivity. Okay, and Todos Somos Pacífico is a governmental initiative oriented to the social, environmental, and economic development of Colombia's Pacific area. You can see here in my screen, there are 40 municipalities that are part of this program, located in 4 departments that are Chocó, Cauca, Valle del Cauca, and also Nariño. There is an interesting part of our country because there you can find the biggest biodiversity, or the richest biodiversity on terms of environmental services, and also more than 300 ethnical groups. Then their lands lands of Afro-descendant and also indigenous people. So it's a really nice place to work to implement all the operational policies, but also it's a diversity place with different processes and agencies about the local government. Okay, according with the information of Convergence, the loan that the Colombian government subscribed with the IDB, received this code, that is code L1156, and is Water Basic Sanitation and Electrification Program for the Colombian Pacific. The sector is INE, it's both water, sanitation, and energy. It's a multiple works. The environmental and social category is B. The approval date was December of 2015, and the estimated end of date is May of 2023. The executive agency is the National Disaster Management Agency, the UNGRD, Unidad Nacional para la Gestión del Riesgo de Desastres. This is a governmental agency 100%. They report to the president, and they are all under the national government schedule or scheme, sorry. And I want to highlight one thing about the organization and also about the public or organization or institution in Colombia. The UNGRD has something that is an integrated management and planning system called CIPLAC. This is a system, a public management system based on the process scheme. So what this means, that all the public management or all the goals of the institution are achieved through procedures and processes oriented under the Plan, Do, Check, Act methodology and under quality, environmental, and safety standards. So this is a good base, or this was a good base for the program, because all the things that the Pacifico program have to do, or the procedures that have to implement, were oriented by this system, and it was a good a start point. So in Colombia, all the institutions have to implement something called Modelo Integrado de Planeación y Gestión, MIPIC, that is a management and planning model based on the quality, environmental, and health and safety standards, international standards of the ISO. So just to make here a question, and it's for me it's an interesting question during the next preparation processes, and is, which is the level of public management system of the agencies or the borrower that we will have into, or that our clients basically, and how this model of public management can help us to implement the NSPS 1. This is one of my questions, because in these cases, the UNGRD system or CIPLAC helped to implement other things that we did during the execution process. Okay, just to highlight also that the team that is responsible for the implementation of the program is inside the UNGRD, so also it's a governmental team, and they don't have any private organization that do this kind of management of the program, as I saw in other operations. So here they are 100% public management. No, public organization management the operation. That is a good example. For me, this is the reason, because this is a good example, because is to see how the public management system is oriented on a quality, environmental, and safety standard in a governmental organization. Okay. And finally, just to present to you, to share with you that the Pacifico operation has a structure based on process, which are the process. So they have a strategic level, a support level, and also a missional level. And there are all the processes inside. As you can see, there is the planning and follow-up process, there is the safety purchasing process, the financial process, the social process, the environmental process, sorry, and also the technical process that are energy, water, and connectivity. So since this point of view, they have a good base to implement any management system based on process, because they have the structure right now. And just to highlight also that this structure came from the preparation process. So in the operational procedure, operational reglement, the ROP, they establish a structure according to that, and the agency agree with these structures. So this is a good idea to introduce this kind of model since the preparation, as we did it in the past with this program. Okay, about the environmental and social management process phase, the NSPS 1. I want to start telling you how is like the time line of the environmental management process in this program. And everything started with the operations, environmental and social tools that was agreed during the preparation process. So this program has three environmental and social framework, one for each of the loans, one from the IDB, one from World Bank Water, and other for the World Bank Connectivity, and also the ESMPs for the project that was assessed or received the assessment during the preparation. Additionally, have all the contract requirements or obligation established this, since the preparation process, and this was our point of start. So the next step that we did in this process was the standardization. Why? Because we have 40 municipalities, 4 departments, so we have 40 mayors, 4 governors, and also we have 7 environmental authorities, more than 300 different ethnical groups in these places, and also we have 3 different frameworks, environmental and social frameworks, that we have to articulate or harmonize to ensure the achievement of all the requirements of the objectives, goals about environmental and social and health and safety performance. So we did it. The first result of this standardization process was the contractor's manual. So we documented all these process to make the evaluation, the environmental social evaluation, to the requirements of the health and safety for workers, and all of these things, and the consultant process in a contractual manual for the 3 loans and for all this diversity of into the area. The next step that we had was regarding a requirement of the World Bank. They changed the purchasing process, the purchasing procurement requirements. And they established that the executing agency must have an environmental and social policy according with the guidelines of the World Bank, and of course according with the guidelines of the institution. So we defined and adopted in 2018 the environmental, social, and health and safety policy according with the World Bank principles and also IDB principles, and with the UNGRD values and codes. So we have these, and also we adopt an ethic code, and both of them were or became part of the binding documents, you know. So when we start a new process to make a purchase or to contract a contractor to make or to develop a project, all the bidding documents include these requirements and establish that the contractors and also supervisor and also consultant and all the suppliers have to ensure through their main tools the compliance of our policy and their compromise with our ethical code. So this was our first step in the control or influence of our supply chain, according with environmental and social and of course health and safety issues. We also have at this point another tool that was that we introduced as a part of the budget, of the general budget of the project, items related with environmental and social plan, a management plan implementation, you know. So the contractor must present or establish an amount, yeah, to support the environmental social process implementation during the execution of the project. So this was another step that we did, because at that point, the contractors and all the suppliers understood that for us, it's important to have the policy, but also the resources, the funds. And of course, the people. So we include teams and budgets like specific requirements into the bidding documents as a way to communicate to our contractors or the people that is interested to participate in a purchasing process that environmental social issues have a really important position in our project. Okay, so when we have this framework, we have the next step, that was the documentation and record of all our achievement and all the process, and we did it, and I suppose that it was the evolution, because we arrange it, yeah, you know, we organize it is a better word, under the Plan, Do, Check, Act concept. So at that point, we can say that all this path that we did it, we can put it in a scheme according to the Plan, Do, Check, Act organization or a concept, and we can see it. But it's an interesting thing, because we did it during all this time, but just when we start with a policy, we make maybe the click and want to go to the Plan, Do, Check, Act scheme, and obviously with all that these things are coming, that is the continuous improvement and all and other things. And just to highlight also that all these two, the last two steps, we did it supported on the CPLAC, that is, as I told you, the integrated system for the planning and management in the UNGRD, that is the executing agency. Okay, so in this scheme, I want to share with you what we had, or yeah, what we used to had when I was part of the program, according to the Plan, Do, Check, Act method, and related with the management system, you know. So this is the environmental, social, health, and safety process of Pacifico program. And of course, we start with a policy that includes all the issues that for us are important, as the legislation compliant, gender oriented, preventing the environmental impacts, safe environment for workers and for community, all this about the respectful of the diversity and biodiversity, and any others. And also we have in the plan boxes, we have the environmental and social frameworks, the 3 environmental and social frameworks, and the environmental and social plans, what we have to write during or in parallel with the developing or the design of the projects. We have to plan how to structure or how to write and obtain the documents to obtain the environmental and social authorizations. And also we define the environmental, social, and health and safety requirements into the bidding documents. And also we have the contractor's manual. So there are all our documents in the plan box. In the Do, we have all the ESMP implementation, achieve of the environmental and social authorization obligations. You know that we have requirement that we have to ensure the achievement. The implementation of the health and safety management system, because in Colombia this is an obligation for the law. And the environmental, social, and health and safety performance report. We have it monthly reports through the supervisions, but also through the contractors. In the checkbox, we have all the environmental, social, and health and safety metrics and indicators that we define during the execution of the project or the program, also with the IDB and also with the World Bank. So we have indicators that we must report in a monthly frequency to both banks. We have the inspection and visit reports by the contractors, by the supervisor, and also by the environmental and social team from the executing agency. We also have monitoring and follow-up programs, follow-up missions, environmental protection agency visits, the environmental agencies, and the top management reports, because we have to give a monthly report both to the executive director of the Pacificus program and to the ONG director. Into the act box, we have all the continuous improvement, how we did it. We did it through the lesson learned and also with good practices. And of course, we have all the correction active plans that came from the check part. And all the time we implemented all this scheme with a continuous improvement. And inside of the scheme, we have this, that is the prevention of the environmental impact. That is one of the things that we have to change, or they have to change to be aligned with the NSPS 1, because now they have to move to the improvement of the environmental and social performance. Okay, about the documents and records, well, we have a lot since the environmental and social framework, environmental and social screening for all the project that was defined during the execution phase. The environmental and social requirements inviting documents, environmental budget, environmental and social plans, environmental guidelines, contractor manual, environmental and social performance report, follow-up visits and audit that we received, result matrix and report, lesson learned and good practice committee, that it's a really good source of learning and continuous improvement, and agendas, working agendas with the environmental agencies. Okay, and now I want to put or share with you some ideas about how I feel that we can show to the executive agencies this new standard. And the first thing that I want to say that we have to say that is an evolution, an evolution about the process, because now we have a lot of input to put in an organized way to explain, to make or to improve our environmental, social, health, and safety process. So when we start, the first thing is with the environmental, social, health, and safety policy. And just to have this color code, I put a green arrow to the thing that the program developed during the execution phase, and the blue one is all these tools that came from the preparation phase. So during the execution, we established and adopt an environmental, social, and health and safety policy. The environmental and social objectives and goals came since the preparation, because in the environmental and social assessment document report, the IDB established some performance goal for the program. So they came since then. And also we developed the documents and records to organize the process as an executor or executing agency. Okay, the other is about risk and environmental and impact identification. We have a procedure, a documented procedure in the contractor manual. And also we define there the minimal content of the environmental social management plans and other instruments. The other tool that we have are the binding documents requirements that we establish during the execution part, like with more detail, you know. But since the preparation, we have it into the ESMR. So this is a good news, because we can do it since the preparation. We can say that we must to have requirements for the suppliers and providers, and later the agency have the opportunity to say how or which is the best way to put these requirements. Okay, about the management programs, of course, they came as an instrument since the preparation process and are into the ESMP and also ES standard and good practices that we define into the frameworks, of course. And about the capacity and organizative competences, it's good to say that the environmental and social teams the structure and the requirements came since the ROP, and also the requirement to have environmental and social teams into the contractors. So in the preparation, we said we have to have this team, but during the execution, we as a executing agency define the detail, the scope, and the amount of people that we need in any project. Also, we developed a training process based on the lesson learned mostly, and of course in the good practices and the update that we receive from the standards or things like that. And the environmental and social budget as an item of the overall project budget. We established this new tool, and we ensure funds or money to the implementation of the environmental and social activities, plans, standards during the project. This was an important thing that we achieved during the execution. Okay, about emergency response, we have all the requirements and procedure into the contractor's manual to establish the emergency response procedures. But here, the Pacifico have an important gap, and it's because right now they are doing an improvement to ensure the implementation of all the disaster risk management methodology, and to move and evolve and make the evolution to the disaster risk management concept instead of just emergency response. And about participation of the stakeholders, the social engagement or the stakeholders engagement or the instruction requirements obligations came from the preparation process and the obligation of documents and records disclosure. What we developed during the execution was the community grievance mechanisms and also the workers' grievance mechanisms. And of course, all the implementation of the program, all the implementation of the procedure was developed during the execution and also received all these cycles, you know, the continuous improvement, lesson learned, good practices, etc. And finally, we have the follow-up and assessment part. And how we did it? Well, we have internal audit from the UNGRD that we receive, or we agree, or yeah, we establish it, but established during the execution part. But also we have many tools since the preparation, like the loans audit, the midterm assessment, the follow-up by the executing agency teams, and also the supervisor, that it came from the preparation, but we detail and improve it during the execution. The follow-up missions that of course came from the preparation, the performance report, what we did it during the execution, at the corrective action plan. So we have here, I try to share with you like an overview of how we can fill the gaps, or fill the spaces that we have since the operative policy right now, and to make this the next step, that is go to the environmental and social management system. And finally, I just want to share with you some of the good things that I suppose that we want having this system. And the first is the capability to measure the development of the program in terms of indicators, and to check what is going good, what is out of the line, what we have to improve, etc. And we have a standardized process for 40 municipalities. We have a continuous improvement. No, it's not a perfect program. It's a really challenging program. So all the time you can find something to improve, and something that is not going well, but you can see it and establish corrective action plans. We can standardize a process for 3 environmental social frameworks. We have a faster learning curve, because when we receive a new contractor, a new supervisor, or a new consultant, they understood which is the way that we understood environmental and social issues, and which is our compromise, and what we want to do it, so it's faster, it's easy to understand that. We of course have now teams and funds assigned to the environmental, social, and health and safety procedures and programs in each project, and we have a lot of lessons learned and good practice, that are shared with a network of contracts, supervisor, and stakeholder, and contribute to the improvement of the performance of the program every day, and to correct all the things that are out of the boundaries. Okay, and finally, about the COVID-19, I feel glad to say that thanks that we have this structure, this environmental social management system structure, we can manage in a better way the COVID-19, because we have the opportunity to establish a strategy to reactivate the projects. This is an area without energy, without clean water. So now they have to face a pandemic, and the opportunity that they have to receive it was through the program, but now you have to stop because of the pandemic. So it's a vicious circle. So we want to restart the project just to avoid a delay of the schedules. So how we did it, we took again the Plan, Do, Check, Act schedule, We establish a document that called protocolo, and there we put all the requirements, all the obligation, and the things that we have to, the contractor have to meet to restart their projects in a safe worker environment, and also in a safe way for the community. We have since May to December more than 31 projects going on or restart, and more than 300 workers into working. And we have all the structure about follow-up, about continuous improvement, and etc. Okay, that is my.
That is what? Hello? Alejandra? Well, yes, you ended, you finished your presentation, and you left. I don't know what happened. Seems that you don't have internet. And you left.
Hello? But you hear me, right?
Well, I heard until you say, well, this is my presentation, and that's it. No, but you finished. You finished. You are until here. No, you finished.
I feel that. Oh my God, Ernesto didn't listen anything.
No. You finished everything. Just didn't say goodbye, but you finished. Okay. My, my feedback about this presentation. Okay. Uh, Again, there are some words that you have to practice and ignore, especially asking. Okay.
Which are the words? Sorry.
These ones. For example, you say involved, and it's involved. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Finance, no, it's finance. No. Basic, you use it a lot in this presentation, and it's based.
Based. Okay.
Based. Okay. And call it is not call it, it's called. Okay. So be very strict with that, because now you're living in the United States, making this kind of presentation. So it doesn't look very good to mispronounce those verbs that way. Okay. So practice a little bit more. Another thing that I noticed, not always, but sometimes, especially with the verb start, sometimes it is start in the present tense, is correct, but sometimes you needed to say started. Like the project start, no, the project started. Okay, because
Okay.
okay. You say also in a point of the presentation, you say management the presentation. No, is managing the presentation. Okay, so be careful when to use the noun and when to use the verb. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. When you say in the beginning $400 million, you don't have to say of dollars. You say $400 million. Okay?
Okay.
And if you want to be more specific, you can say 400 million US dollars. Okay? Because you know that Canada has dollars too. Okay? So basically, is that it was really good, Alejandra. If I were you, I will give this presentation a name. I know it's your final decision, I know that, no? But if you want my recommendation or my advice or what I think, it's that you should do it. It's very well done, okay? Extremely, you know? And you know how to do it, you know how to say things, you know how to do everything. So if I were you, I would have a little consideration with these Jamaican people, and I will give it a name. No?
Well, okay. So can you repeat me again the words that, but because today I try to
Pronounce well.
pronounce the words that you correct me last time.
So, the ones that I noticed are these ones. Involved is not
involved. Involved.
Yes. Finance.
Finance.
Okay. This one.
Finance.
This one. Based. No, it's not
based.
Based, and you use it a lot. Okay.
And which is the word that I said? Sorry.
Basic.
Basic?
Basic, yes. And it's not. It's based. Okay. I'm going to send you the recording so you can check on this, okay? Because it's important.
Okay.
And call it is not call it, it's called, no? And you have the a sufficient or enough English level not to make these mistakes, okay? So if you call it called, it's not based, it's based. It's not financed, no, it's finance. But involved is involved. Basically, we're those ones. Okay? No?
Okay.
Yes, and with the word start, careful.
Start.
Sometimes you have to use it in the present tense. Others, you have to use it in the past tense. Okay?
But which is my mistake? The pronouncing? No.
No. No. You pronounce well, but sometimes you say the project start, no, and it has to be the project started.
Okay, started. In this case, it's started.
Started.
Okay, and when I use start, is present, right?
Okay, so sometimes it's in the present tense, other times it's in the past tense, in the same presentation. Okay, so you have to be careful with that. And besides, you have a good command of your voice. Well, badly that I didn't see you, so I could see the body language and the movements of your hands and all that, no, because that's also important when you're giving a presentation, okay? No?
Okay.
You know that you have to use your hands. Be careful when you want, it's going to be online?
Yes.
Okay, so when it is online, remember that sometimes, not always look at the screen. Sometimes you have to look at the camera, okay? Because that way you're looking at them into the eyes, okay? So, shift between screen and camera, okay?
Okay.
In the presentation. And what else? And yes, it's really good, Alejandra. Congratulations. I liked it.
Thank you, Ernesto. Yeah, and thank you because not just because all the things that I have to say thank you to you, it's also because you say me that it's better to translate the slides, and it's a really good idea because of course it's more easy doing the presentation with an English slides
course.
Instead of any Spanish slides. It's huge. It's like I don't have to think how I can to say that.
Yes,
So yes, thank you. Today I felt like wow, like
fish in the
in
water.
a east, yeah, more confidence, more I don't know which is the word, but yeah, easy doing the presentation because I have all the words and the things put it there. So
Yes.
thank you. Mhm.
And it was a very good presentation. And remember, it's not more easy. That is a big mistake. It's easier. Okay.
Easier.
Right?
Easier.
Yes.
Okay.
Classes, I'm going to be a little bit more strict with your pronunciation because now you are in the at the IDB and in Washington. So you need to have a very good pronunciation. Okay. It's
Okay.
okay to have an accent. We all have an accent. Okay. Me, that I live so many years ago. But yes, have an accent because you are Colombian. That's normal. That's natural. Okay. But we must have a good pronunciation. It's different. Good pronunciation is different to accent. Okay. You can have an accent, and we can have an accent because your mother tongue is Spanish, right? But
Yes.
pronounce well and don't make, for example, more easy. That is a big mistake. So don't make it. Okay. It's easier. Okay. Like for
Easier.
example, when you say more, when people, not you, when people say more cheap, that's bad. It's cheaper. When the adjective has a comparative, you must say the comparative. You cannot say more easy or more cheaper. No, it's easier and cheaper. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, but anyway, congratulations again. You can do this. It's excellent. It's very well done. I'm going to send it to you so you can listen to it. And congratulations, yes. And if I were you, I would give it in English. Okay.
Okay.
Of course, I am not forcing or intimidating you or whatever. No, it's your decision. Okay. I just guide you and I evaluate your performance. And your performance was really good. It wasn't satisfactory. It was more than that. Okay. It was good. No, but it's up to you because it's your job, it's your presentation, it's your idea to decide to say it in English or in Spanish. Okay.
Well, no, I feel better today. So yeah, and it really works to have the slides in English, of course.
Of course. No, of course. It's like if you're reading a book and reading out a book, but you're reading it in Spanish and you're reading it aloud in English. It's difficult. That's why these simultaneous translators, they earn so much money. You see, because people think the first time that you did this presentation that you did it like that without just from the Spanish into English, I think was Friday. I told you, excellent. What you did that day, Alejandra, is very, very difficult. No, and you did it because you are capable of many things. No, so I don't know why sometimes you don't think so. You are capable of these and many other things. Okay, so believe in that. All right.
All right. Thank you, and thank you for because you all the time give me good energy.
Well, and you deserve it because I'm not saying nothing that is not true. You see, you are like that. Believe me, Alejandra, with you or with any other of my students or the people that I know, if I knew that you were going to, like we say here in Colombia, hacer el oso, no, but I will tell you. No, I wouldn't send you to make el oso because of that. No, you can go and you can do it. The same way when you did it in Portuguese a few weeks ago, and you did great. Okay, so this presentation, if you do it in English, is going to be fantastic.
Okay, thank you. Well, thank you, Ernesto. Yes, I will do it. No, now I will do it because I remember the time that I told you that I feel uncomfortable doing the Portuguese speech.
Uh-huh.
Now I have to do it. It's more than, of course, I have mistakes because that's normally, but it's better than I suppose, no? That they say, okay, she's doing it a good way. She have to improve because everyone can improve, but she's doing it.
Okay.
So
That's
yes,
true.
I will do it.
And besides, you and me, we are teachers. Okay, because above anything, Alejandra is a teacher. And when we are teachers, we know that always we can do better. Always. You see? No? So
Yes.
go ahead, go and do it. And when shall I see you again? On Thursday or tomorrow, Wednesday? Or no, tomorrow, Tuesday. I don't know why
I know, but tomorrow I can't because I have the driving license
appointment. Wow. Okay.
appointment. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
So tomorrow I can't.
Will you
Well, I can during the same schedule, but if you have time at the night, I can do it. And it will be really nice because I can share with you the video for the video interview. If you can do it.
Okay, tomorrow at night? Let me check.
Yes.
Tomorrow is Tuesday at 8. Well, we can tomorrow after Margarita's class.
Okay, great.
Okay, so let me schedule it for you. Okay, Alejandra, tomorrow, 8 p.m.
Yes, 8 p.m.
Excellent. Okay, great. So you are not taking it at 11, you are taking it at 8 p.m.
At 8 p.m., yes.
Okay. I'm very proud of you, okay? Keep it up.
Thank you.
No? And for me, when I talk about you, about my student in Washington and the IDB and all this, oh my God, I feel so good.
Nice, thank you. Thank you.
For me, it's like if I was there with you.
Thank you. Yes, I know that you.
So go for it, no, and remember something, okay? This same thing, your father will tell you. You can do anything that you want, okay? Believe in that, okay? You can do that and many other things. Never doubt, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Alejandra, so have a very nice day, and I'll see you tomorrow night. And good luck in your driver's license. They are going to make you an exam or something?
Yes, I have to study, but it's the exam is about a theory.
Okay.
You know, so I have to
okay.
I have to study today.
It's not a driving test.
No, I have to translate my Colombian driver license, and with that I can obtain my driving license here. Yeah, I just have to pass the test, the theoretical test, and I have to check because they have the questions in the website, and of course with the answers. So I have to
study.
To check it.
Okay.
To study. Yeah.
In case that you have a driving test, no, a specific driving test, be very careful because these Americans, they're very strict with that. Okay.
Okay.
Very strict. If you don't stop in the red light, no, just stop. No, they are very strict with that. Okay. Okay. So, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Ciao. Bye bye.
Ciao, Ernesto. Thank you. Bye.